at home tomorrow night to wrap up their non-conference schedule. And here comes Billiter. That goes into the net. 4-2, Weber State will serve. Kate Payne, the veteran setter for Weber State. 5'9" senior from Lehigh and Skyridge High School. Back set, and that one is wide off the hand of Blakely Bobick. And Weber State within one. Cougars with a couple of freshmen starting it out here. Back row swing goes wide and out, and another point for BYU, and that's Claire Little. I mentioned at the top of the broadcast, Claire Little leading BYU in kills so far on the year. Kate Payne with the serve, middle set, blocked at the net, and Weber can't get it over into the point for BYU. Lulu Ululabe is checking in and will serve. 5'8" freshman from Hawaii. And with the set, Knighting with the smash, and it's hit. And there's a kill, and Weber State ties game one up at 5. Here in set number 1. That'll put Ashley Knighting at the service line for Weber State. Here come the Cougars. And Weber State, that's Jada Dupea down there on the net, and Weber State up 1. Cougars trying to get the offense going, and they do. Alex Bauer with the back set. And there to crush it down was Kirsty Strong. Out of Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. She stands 6'3". The Cougars are, in fact, long. Ellie Mortensen back at the service line, tied at 6, set number 1. Jada Tupea with the crack. And Tupea scores for Weber State. Wildcats offense in a bit of a flow here early. Here's Marley Pratt on the service. Here come the Cougars. And that's a beautiful offensive possession by BYU. Claire Little with the kill. And an official's timeout. It's Leanna Woodley needs to tie her shoe. Back and forth, now we're tied again. 7 apiece. Here in set number 1. Kirsty Strong, the graduate senior, 6'3", transfer from St. Mary's, came to BYU. Take her skills to the Big 12. And here she comes. Pin violation, that's going to be a point for BYU. So the Cougars up 1. Weber State trying to hang in here with the 19th ranked Cougars, and they're certainly doing that. Kirsty Strong again at the service line. Middle set and swung on hard, and Weber State, Leanna Woodley. Tied at 8 again. Or tied again, this time at 8, I should say. That puts Rose Moore, the redshirt sophomore, serving. Good serve, gets BYU out of their offense. And there's another point for for Weber State, 9-8. Fantastic opening set here between BYU and Weber State. Here come the Wildcats. Mix up on the offense, and BYU joust at the net, and they're going to take the point. That's Alex Bauer, the freshman setter. We are tied at 9, and that will put Alex Bauer at the service line. Just a freshman. The southpaw approaches, and here she comes. Jada Tupea, and Tupea gives Weber State a 1-point lead. And Jada, the junior from Lone Peak High School in South Jordan, Utah, is at the service line. Pass goes over the net, and right there it's Liana Woodley, smacks it right between the eyes. Timeout taken as Weber State leads by 2 here in set number 1. We'll step aside and be back at Swenson Gym in a moment on ESPN.
The challenges of college are easier to overcome when you're embraced by community. Surrounded by beauty. Inspired by quality. And empowered by opportunity. It's all here at Weber State. Find your brilliance.
From the snowy peaks of the Rocky Mountains to the Golden Coast in the Pacific Northwest, we've blazed our own path forward. We've climbed to the highest peaks. We've reached this summit despite all odds stacked against us. Through consistent hard work and fiery competition on the field of play and in the classroom, we've held each other to a standard worthy of our namesake. We are the Big Sky Conference, where experience is elevated.
A seesaw battle here in set number 1. Now Weber State is up to 11-9 as Jada Tupea will serve it for the Wildcats. Passes over the net again. Here comes BYU in their offense. And that is dug nicely by Rose Moore. It goes over, and on the attack was Brielle Kemavor, goes into the net, and Weber State is up 3 here in set number 1. Here's Tupea again. And a bad pass, and Weber State now is up 4, 13-9 over the 19th ranked Cougars. Tupea with an ace. She'll serve it up once again. Weber State blocks it at the net. Dug up, Weber State all over it and tapped over the net. Bobbick with a great play offensively there by BYU. Blakely Bobbitt ends the 4-0 run by Weber State. Claire Little. Sends it over. Back row swing goes long from Rose Moore. Weber State's lead is cut to 2, 13-11. Little again. Here's Knighting, and that is blocked beautifully by Bobek and Kemavor of the Cougars. And a timeout taken by Weber State, as head coach Jeremiah Larson wants to talk it over with his team. Weber State, coached by Jeremiah Larson, his 10th season. The Wildcats in the Big Sky coaches poll preseason were picked to finish #1 in conference play. Weber State has some outstanding athletes and a solid team heading in to this 2024 campaign. Assistant coach is Sammy Stewart and assisted by Rylan Roberts. The Cougars ranked 19th in the country, coached by Heather Olmstead in her 10th season. David Height in his 11th season with Cougar Volleyball, and assisted by Daniel Jones in his first season. Weber State will play Utah State tomorrow here at Swenson Gym, and then they'll start conference play at Northern Arizona on the 25th next week. For BYU, the Cougars will play Utah Valley tomorrow, and then Thursday the 26th, they will open Big 12 conference play by hosting Colorado on Thursday, and then Texas Tech on Saturday before heading out on the road. We're back underway. Weber State leading by 1, but Knighting goes long on the swing, and we're tied at 13. Weber State had a 4-point lead here in set number 1. Now we're knotted back up at 13, and that puts Claire Little at the service line. Nice hustle there by Kate Payne. Here comes BYU. That one dropped over. The Cougars tried to just sneak it over, but Weber State there, back set. That one dropped in there as Blakely Bobek sends it over and gives the Cougars a 1-point lead. Hustle by Weber State, good hustle by the BYU Cougars. And in what is almost a sold-out Swenson Gym, as Claire Little sends it into the net. That'll be a point for Weber State. Leanna Woodley will come out of the game, and Mia Peterson will come in to serve. Mia Peterson, a redshirt junior, transfer from New Mexico State. 5'11", is now at the service line, and here she comes. Pass goes over the net. Weber State on offense. Tupea from the back row, and it's out. Boy, she had a look at it, didn't quite get it down. And that'll be a point for BYU. Hannah Billiter serves it up, and Tupea with the swing, and we got a net violation on the Cougars, and we're tied at 15. Kate Payne will serve it up. And there's an ace. Kate Payne, boy, she has been so solid for Weber State for many, many years. And she gives Weber State a 1-point lead. 16-15 here, set number 1. And a good hard swing that time by Ellie Mortensen. That's a point for the Cougars. Great set by Alex Bauer. That offense running through the 5'11" freshman. Freshman, but a veteran. Ululave on the service line, and a kill that time by Sine Munier. And Weber State leads 17-16. Last time these two teams played was in 2023, a year ago, in the NCAA tournament. And BYU won in 3 straight sets. Here's Tupeya with the swing. BYU digs, here they come. And there's no question about that. As Alex Bauer sets it perfectly to Ellie Mortensen. And we're tied at 17. That'll put Mortensen back at the service line. Just a freshman, a 6'2" freshman from Draper. That is going to be a point for BYU. Rose Moore on the attack. Ellie Mortensen again. That'll be a point for BYU. Now the Cougars out to a 2-point lead here in set number 1. Mortensen still at the service line, and a timeout taken. 19-17. BYU in a seesaw battle, leading now by 2 as we look at the statistics. In the kill category, Mortensen with 3, Bobick with 3, and Strong with 2. Kemavor has 1, Little with 1, Bauer with 1, and Billiter with 1. That sums it up for BYU. For Weber State, leading the way in the kill category is Munier, Woodley, Tupeya, each with 2, Knighting with 1. So far here in set number 1, the Wildcats with 6 errors, the Cougars with 4. BYU hitting .348 and Weber State hitting .048. So with that statistic, the Wildcats very happy to be in this when they led in set number 1 by 4 points. That's the biggest lead of the set by either of these two teams. But the 19th ranked Cougars, you're not going to hold them down. And they are back in this and up by 2 as both teams come out of the timeout. And Ellie Mortensen, the outside hitter, will send it the Wildcats' way. Jada Tupeya blocked right there at the net by Kirsty Strong. And BYU opens up a 3-point lead. Comes Tupeya, good swing. Cougars handle it on the slide. They're going to say that's in, and Kirsty Strong with a beauty on a back set that time by Alex Bauer. 21-17 now, a 4-point advantage for the Cougars. Boom, right there, Sine Munier for the Wildcats. Scores inside out. Marley Pratt, the 5'8" libero, freshman from Mapleton, now serving to the Cougars, and here they come. Little with the swing. And that is in and a beauty. Claire Little leads BYU in kills. 22-18, a 4-point Cougar lead. Alyssa Erickson back to serve for the Cougars. Side out for Weber State. 22-19 is where we're at, set number 1. The ball will go to Rosemore. And Rose has that one enveloped into the net. Back to BYU. And it's Alex Bauer, the freshman. On the slide and a great offensive set, Liana Woodley. Nicely done. And a great set by Kate Payne. That puts Jada Tupea back to serve for Weber State. They're within 3. And Weber sends it over. But Brielle Kemavor says, I'll take care of that. And it is set point for BYU, 24-20. With the ball is Claire Little. See if Weber's got some offense. Knighting trying to drop it over. It's dug up. Back set. Here come the Cougars. Blocked at the net. And they're going to say Weber State was into the net. And so Weber State will take set number 1, 25-20. As we head to set number 2 here at Swenson Gym. Don't go anywhere. Lots of volleyball action coming your way after the break here on
Hello, here's a free sticker. Scan the code and receive 10% off. Do you need? Do you need? Do you need one? Order me?
It's not just the best animated movie of the year.
Do you need assistance?
It's one of the best movies, period.
I will protect you.
The Wild Robot. Rated PG. In theaters September 27th.
Did you know that if you shave, 1/3 of what you remove is skin? New Dove deodorant helps repair it. So if you shave it, Dove it. New Dove. Replenish your skin after every shave.
In a boneless wings national taste test, Applebee's beat Buffalo Wild Wings and Wingstop. Get America's favorite boneless wings today. 50 cents each, all day, every day, only at Applebee's.
We're Carvana, the company who invented car vending machines and buying a car 100% online. Now we've created a brand new way for you to sell your car. Whether it's a year old or a few years old, we want to buy your car. So go to Carvana, enter your license plate, answer a few questions, and our techno wizardry calculates your car's value and gives you a real offer in seconds. When you're ready, we'll come to you, pay you on the spot, and pick up your car. That's it. So ditch the old way of selling your car and say hello to the new way at Carvana.
Welcome back to Swenson Gym on the beautiful campus of Weber State University in Ogden, Utah, where BYU, the 19th ranked Cougars, are in town taking on the Weber State Wildcats. Set 1 went to BYU 25-20. BYU hit 429, 16 kills on 28 attacks. For Weber State, they hit 0-7-7 for the opening set. They had 9 kills on 26 attacks. Cougars are for real, no question about it. Weber State in set 1 led by as many as 4 in a seesaw battle, and then the Cougars took over late in the set. So we'll start set number 2 for these two teams. Again, BYU has won every match ever played in women's volleyball against Weber State. So an opportunity here for the Wildcats. Of course, BYU, the Big 12, they'll start their conference play next week. And Weber State will start their Big Sky Conference play next week as well. Starting us off here in set number 2, and serving will be number 6, the setter, the 5'9" senior from Lehigh for the Wildcats, Kate Payne. And we're underway. Cougars so long. Kemavor didn't connect cleanly on that. Comes BYU. Mortensen will send it over. Tupeya is there. And Payne just going to have to bump it over. Back set, swing, and a beauty. That's Claire Little. Hannah Billiter at the service line. And a pass goes into the net. It's handled by Kate Payne, but Sine Munier unable to get it over the net on the swing as the set was low. 2-0 BYU. That serve is long, so side out for the Wildcats. Ashley Knighting brings it to the Cougars, and here comes BYU. That's blocked at the net. Mortensen is blocked. A nice defense by Knighting and Munier, and we're tied at 2. That puts Ashley Knighting at the service line. Back row swing and a hard one, but dug up by Knighting. Here come the Cougars again. That one nearly dug. Mortensen there again. BYU up 3-2, I should say. Lulu Ululave on to serve for the Cougars. And the service long, we're tied at 3. Marley Pratt, the right-hander, swings, and here we go. Ellie Mortensen with a hard hit, nearly dug that time by the libero, Marley Pratt. But Ellie Mortensen will be at the service line. Tupeya has to soft it over. Here come the Cougars, and that's Claire Little. It's long, and it's out. And Heather Olmstead looks like she's going to challenge that. So a coach's challenge, will keep it right here. BYU and Weber State at the moment tied at 4 as we look at stats early here in the second set. Weber State 3 total attacks, no kills so far, 1 error. For the BYU Cougars, 8 total attacks, 3 kills, 2 errors. Cougars hitting 125. And Weber State hitting a negative 333. Again, early here in the set. For the match, the Cougars hitting 361. It's Ellie Mortensen with 4 kills, but it's Blakely Bobick with 5 leading the Cougars. Kirsty Strong also with 4 kills for the BYU Cougars. Claire Little has 2 kills and 5 digs. But Knighting for Weber State has 5 digs. She has 1 kill. As Weber State hanging in there with the 19th ranked BYU Cougars. You see the Cougars there. Mortensen, number 2. She's been trouble for Weber State. She has 4 kills on 9 attacks. She's hitting herself 333. Bobick is hitting 571. Kirsty Strong is hitting an even 600. Great numbers. And we're going to reverse that. Call was called out, but after further review, it was reversed, and BYU serving with a 2-point lead here in set number 2, and it's Ellie Mortensen. Nice swing by Bailey Bodley. Off of BYU, and the Cougs pull within, or the Wildcats pull within 1. Mia Peterson coming in to serve. Tupea drops it in there. Tupea saw a huge wall on that right side and just looped it over, dropped it in. We're tied at 5. The New Mexico State transfer, Mia Peterson, now serving. On the slide is Kirsty Strong. Wow. That ball got down in a hurry, and BYU up 1. Kirsty Strong at the service line. Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania, where she's from. Came to BYU by way of St. Mary's. Here comes Weber State, short set, blocked. And Tupea will just have to send it over. Here comes Claire Little. Tries to tap it over. Weber State there. Tupea with the swing. Dug up by Ululave. Little with the swing, and boy, she hit a fastball. 7-5. Claire Little, just a sophomore, 6'3" out of Winchester, California. But it's Kirsty Strong. Serving it up, and Weber State had problems with the pass, but they get it over. Here comes Little again, and Little right through the block of Liana Woodley and Kate Payne. It's a 3-point Cougar lead. And that serve will go long. So 8-6 now. Jada Tupea. will send it over to BYU now. Ncaa, the 5'8" junior, but she can jump out of the gym. Well, that time, net gobbled it up. Side out for BYU. It's going to put freshman Alex Bauer at the service line. And the southpaw delivers. Here comes the Wildcats on the slide. And that one gets down on the block. And point Weber State. Down to Woodley. That'll bring in Morgan Pratt, the 5'7" freshman, to serve. As Weber State pulls within 2. Set number 2 very similar to set number 1, at least here in the early going. Here comes Weber State. Strong tried to dump it over. The Cougars, and Claire Little sends it over. The set, back row, and that is long. As Ncaa couldn't get that one to get down, 10-7. BYU, Claire Little now. And a great offensive play there as a short set from Kate Payne. And there to push it over, Sunay Munyer, the 6'1" junior. Kate Payne back to serve. Mortensen, Weber State digs. Here come the Wildcats. Big swing goes out of bounds off of BYU, and that's Bailey Bodley. And the Wildcats pull within 1. On the kill is Brielle Kemavor. Weber State thought that was out, but it was in. 11-9, back to a 2-point lead for the Cougars. Hannah Billiter. I think we've got a challenge. 11-9, BYU leading. Here in set number 2, they lead the match 1-0. So they took set 1 25-20. Cougars hitting .438 here in set number 2. The Wildcats hitting .250 for the match. BYU hitting .432. 44 attacks, 24 kills. Weber State hitting .132 for the match, 38 attacks and 14 kills. For Weber State, it's Munyer and Woodley leading with 4 kills apiece. For BYU, it's Little, Bobick, and Strong, each with 5 kills apiece. Ellie Mortensen coming in with 4 kills. Brielle Kemavor with 2. No change on that call, so it'll stay 11-9. And back to action we go with Hannah Billiter, McKinney, Texas. And that goes long. Ashley Knighting. Now with the ball in her hands. Little sets it to Mortensen, and Mortensen sends it. And it is long. Tied at 11, set number 2 here at Swenson Gym. Here come the Cougars. Mortensen swings. Knighting's got it. Strong sets. Tupea. Dug by Little. Here come the Cougars. Mortensen. Weber State handles it. Back set. And that's going to be long by Bailey Bodley. Gives the Cougars a 1-point lead. And in comes Lulu Ulalave to serve it up for BYU. Jada Tupea. Off the Cougars, tied at 12. Oh, there beautifully. Defensively is strong. Bodley sends it over. Here comes BYU. Mortensen. Well, that back corner, and she stripes it. 13-12 now. Boy, what a match going on here tonight. It's a Big Sky against a Big 12. Ellie Mortensen serving. And that is an ace, as Wildcats can't handle the serve, and BYU up 2. Mortensen again. Bodley. Point for BYU, 15-12. We'll step aside and be back in a moment. The Cougars out in front here on ESPN.
UCCU Mobile Banking now comes with Learn and Earn, a fun way to learn about money. Learn and Earn breaks down financial topics into fun, bite-sized games like quizzes and trivia for your entire family. Every time someone in your family completes a game, they earn points towards gift cards from Apple, Amazon, Walmart, and a lot more. The more you play, the more you learn. The more you learn, the more you earn. Visit uccu.com/learn to start learning and earning today.
What does it take for a car dealership to get a 5-star review? How about an ultra-friendly, no-pressure sales team that really listens to you? Flexible financing options that ensure you always get the best deal. An experienced service department that takes care of all your maintenance and repair needs. And of course, some wicked skateboard moves. Okay, you can scratch the last one. But when it comes to customer feedback, there are countless reasons why John Watson Chevrolet is Utah's best reviewed Chevy dealership. John Watson Chevrolet, your 5-star Chevy dealer.
A good one here at Swenson Gym on the campus of Weber State University in Ogden, Utah. It's BYU and Weber State, the Cougars, with a 3-point lead here in set number 2. Cougars won set number 1, 25-20. At the service line is Ellie Mortensen for the Cougs. Tupea. Nearly got that one to drop, but the Cougs send it over. Short set. A little bit out of sync for Weber State. Little gets one over. Here comes Tupea with the hard swing, and it's off of BYU. The Cougs lead cut to 2 now. Mia Peterson in for Weber State. They get clean up the floor. here on the Cougars side. Wipe it up. Now we're set to go. On the slide, boy, it is dug beautifully by Weber State. Here comes Claire Little. That one dug. Tupea going to have to get it to it and tries to get it over the net, and it was a couple inches the wrong way. And so it's a point for the BYU Cougars, 16-13. Kirsty Strong. Weber will just have to get it over. Tupea does. Now here come the Cougars. Look out. Short set. Kemavor didn't quite connect like she'd wanted to on that. The other way. Little swung on. Dug by Pratt. Here comes Tupea with the big swing. Dug by the Cougars. Back comes Little, and Little finishes it off. 17-13. BYU up 4 and timeout taken on the floor. We'll keep it right here as the Cougars now in command here in set number 2. As both sets have gone back and forth, tied many times. The largest lead that any one of these teams has had in any of the sets is 4, and that's where we sit right now at 17-13. Cougars hitting .296 here in set number 2, .364 for the match. Weber State hitting .136 here in set number 2 and .104 for the match. The Cougars led by Claire Little, no surprise. She had 120 kills coming into tonight's match. Right now she's added 16 more. She's hitting .313 for the game, for the match I should say. Kirsty Strong with 5 kills is hitting .500. And Blakely Bobick is hitting .571. 7 attacks, 5 kills. It's Jada Tupea leading the Weber State attack line. She has 5 kills on 16 attacks for Jada Tupea. As Weber State trying to get back into this, and BYU trying to close out set number 2. Comes Tupea. That's going to be a point for Weber State. And Jada Tupea back to serve. Victoria Mathaler coming in for Weber State, a 6'1" freshman out of Albuquerque, New Mexico. Tupea sends it over. Here comes the Cougars on the attack. It's Claire Little. Who else? Dug up by Weber. Couldn't really get an offensive play going. Kemavor swings. Tupea handled it. Sent over by Strong. BYU handles it. BYU sends it over. Here comes Tupea. She's just going to tap it over. And here come the Cougars. Tupea got an arm on it, but it's Claire Little with another point for BYU. Blakely Bobick checking back in. Freshman setter Alex Bauer, who's had a fantastic game. Back to serve for the Cougars. And the Cougars manage. Nope, they don't. Wow, what a swing that time by Victoria Mathaler. Weber State within 3. Now serving is Liana Woodley. Comes BYU, and that'll do that one. That's Blakely Bobick. Claire Little, she has been busy tonight. 7 kills for her, 19 attacks. Here she comes. Ooh, that one gobbled up by the net. Kate Payne will be back to try and serve Weber State back into this. Of course, Wildcats only down 3 against the 19th ranked Cougars of BYU. Here's Mortensen and Mortensen. Weber State now within 2 and a timeout taken. After that, we'll keep it right here at Swenson Gym and remind you that Weber State will host Utah State tomorrow night right here at Swenson Gym. And then next Wednesday, they play at Northern Arizona to open up Big Sky play. And for the BYU Cougars, they host Utah Valley on tomorrow night. Let's check out some of the action coming. Here's the service from Kate Strong as these two teams have gone back and forth, and Claire Little on the swing that time just goes long. Jada Tupea sets that one over. That was a point for Weber State. The Cougars so much longer than Weber State, but Weber State hanging in there and playing extremely tough here against the 19th ranked Cougars. So here we stand 19-17. BYU leads by 2. Weber State to serve. And Kate Payne, the 5'9" senior. Oh, and a rare missed pass by Claire Little and an ace. But Kate Payne brings Weber State to within 1. Payne to serve it again. Mortensen on the attack, and it goes off of Weber State. BYU up by 2 now. Hannah Billiter. 5'11" libero. Here she is. The set. Big swing that time by Bodley, but it's gobbled up and dug by BYU, and back they come. And it's Claire Little closes it out on that particular point. And another timeout taken on the floor, 21-18. A 3-point lead for BYU. Back and forth. Both of these matches have gone in the early parts of these matches, and now later on, it's a matter of Weber State getting within 2, maybe even 1, and then BYU pulling back ahead. Take a look at some of the action from set number 2. Great dig that time, and Tupea lobs that over, a huge block on the right side by BYU, and she played it exactly right as she just tipped it over and it dropped right into that hole and scored the point for Weber State. Tupea has had a great game, 18 total attacks, 5 kills for Jada Tupea. She leads Weber State in kills. The Cougars hitting .314 here in set number 2. It's Ellie Mortensen and Claire Little each with 7 kills. Blakely Bobick with 6, and Kirsty Strong with 5. Hannah Billiter serving 21-18, BYU leading. Wildcats trying to muster some offense. It's Bodley, and it's blocked. Weber State tried to dig, and it got into the pin, into the net. And now BYU up 4. That one just gets over the net. Bodley with the swing. Here come the Cougars on a short set. And a tip over, and that's going to be a point for BYU. That's Kirsty Strong. 23-18 now. Here in set number 2. Billiter approaches and swings. Bodley off the cross-court set from Kate Payne. Point for Weber State and side out. That'll bring in Ashley Knighting to serve. Here comes Mortensen. She'll tap it over. And that got on the ground. It's set point for BYU. Nice play by Ellie Mortensen. And back to serve is Lulu Ulalave. Well, that gets into the net. Weber State side out, 24-20. Marley Pratt for Weber State will have the ball in her hands. On the slide goes Strong. It's dug up by Weber State. Jada Tupea softly puts it over. BYU handles. Here come the Cougars and Mortensen. She'll tap it over. Tupea's there. Back set. Bodley is going to be out. And that will do it. 25-20 again. BYU has won both sets by the same score. As Weber State giving a fight to the 19th ranked Cougars, but the Cougars lead 2-0. Will step aside. And
do you need assistance?
The Wild Robot is the greatest DreamWorks movie ever.
Did anyone order me?
It's not just the best animated movie of the year.
Do you need assistance?
It's one of the best movies, period.
I will protect you.
The Wild Robot. Rated PG. In theaters September 27th.
Who's that sexy thing I see over there? That's me, standing in the mirror. If I was you, I'd wanna be me too. 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 I'd wanna be me too.
Billy, I need help with the clicker.
Yeah, wait, 1 second, Grandma. This guy's gonna buy my car. Billy, you still there? Okay, just...
You need Carvana. What's your plate number?
Boss, M-O-V.
Vehicle features, no accidents, right?
No.
Good. Generating offer. Carvana can pick it up tomorrow.
That's an amazing offer. Do you still need help with the clicker?
I'll ask your sister.
Sell your car the easy way with Carvana.
Welcome to the Credit Karmaverse, a place where financial progress can happen at the speed of delight. Here we help you achieve your money goals fast, like improving your credit scores in a matter of days fast, so you don't have to wait around to see your hard work pay off. Oh, well done. Simply scan your screen to to experience Intuit Credit Karma for yourself.
Welcome back to Swenson Gym on the campus of Weber State University, as we'll take a look at some highlights here. A couple of exciting sets as BYU has won 25-20. Let's take a look at some of the action you hear. And BYU, with their length, has been a problem for Weber State. Jada Tupea, though, with a nice dump over there to score for Weber State. Cross-court set there, and that's Tupea again. Tupea's had a great game. She's 5 kills on the night so far. But boy, Claire Little, who leads BYU in kills, has made her presence felt, as you see there. More action. It's Claire Little at the time going long. But great volleyball here. BYU coming in ranked 19th. They're 5-3 on the year. Weber State 3-6 on the year. Weber State's wins coming against Utah Tech in the Wildcat Invitational. And then they beat St. Louis and Missouri in the mid-September. Their losses were to LMU, SMU, Milwaukee, UT Arlington, and earlier this week at Utah Valley. BYU snapped a 3-game losing streak a couple of nights ago when they beat Utah State. But BYU is in command here as they lead 2-0. Both sets, they won 25-20. Looking at the statistics so far for the match, Weber State hitting 102, trying to get some offense going against those long defensive players of BYU. The Wildcats 59 total attacks, 19 kills. Weber State with 13 errors on the game so far. Offensively for Weber State, it is Jada Tupea with 5 kills. It's Sine Munier and Liana Woodley with 4 kills apiece, and then Bodley has 3 kills. For BYU, leading the way is Ellie Mortensen with 8 kills. She's hitting .250 on the match, 20 attacks with those 8 kills. Claire Little hitting .316, 19 attacks. She has 7 kills. And Blakely Bobick hitting .625, 8 attacks on 6 kills. And Kirsty Strong hitting an even .500. She has 10 attacks on 6 kills. So again, for BYU, hitting .368 so far in the match as we start set number 3. And serving it up is Brielle Miller for BYU. Wildcats get it over. Mortensen smacks it over. Weber State coming back. That's Bodley. And Mortensen's swing is long. Weber State gets the first point of set number 3. Puts Ashley Knighting at the service line. Dug up nicely by Knighting. Wildcats get it over. Here come the Cougars again. And Camovor is blocked at the net by Munier, Tupea, and Bodley. Great defense that time by Weber State. And the Wildcats up 2-0 here in set number 3. Knighting with a swing. Here comes BYU. Mortensen off of Weber State. That'll be a point for the Cougars and send Hannah Billiter back to serve. Strong with the set. Bodley tries to dump it. Weber State gets it over. Here comes the Cougars. Mortensen finds the hole, tied at 2. Tied at 2 in each of the previous 2 matches as well. Tupea there for Weber State, and wow, oh wow, that was a big swing. Kirsty Strong making her presence felt once again. 3-2 BYU. The junior Billiter serves it up. Here comes Tupea, and Tupea with a swing and is high. 4-2 now for BYU. Cougars with 9 errors on the match so far. Weber State with 13. Tupea eases it over the block. The Cougars handle it. Mortensen there. Cougars rallying. Strong set, short set, swing, and it's there. That is Sine Munyer. And point for the Wildcats. Marley Pratt has a hold of the ball now. Service long, 5-3 BYU. Lulu Ululave checks in for the Cougars to serve. Tupea with a big swing. Cougars handle it. Here they come. Mortensen tries to dump it over. Diving in is Knighting. She's got it to Tupea. It's blocked. They set it on the backside to Bodley, and Bodley gets it down. Bailey Bodley pulls Weber State within 1. And Mia Peterson will check in and is at the service line. Sends that serve long side out for BYU. BYU leads 2-0 here at Swenson Gym. Trying to keep their winning streak against the Wildcats going, as Weber State has never beaten BYU in women's volleyball. Wildcats playing tough. Tupea. Here comes the Cougars on the slide. That was strong. Claire Little comes Weber State. Tupea. Claire Little sends it over, plays a little trickery there, and it's off of Weber State. 7-4 and a timeout taken. We'll step aside and be back for more action here in set number 3 in just a moment on ESPN.
Staker Parson Companies has built a preferred source for sand, rock, and landscape products, ready-mix concrete, asphalt, paving, and construction services in your community for over 65 years. From the parks you play in to the roads you drive on, you can count on the Staker Parson team to deliver quality products and projects safely, timely, and efficiently.
For more information or career opportunities, visit stakerparson.com.
When I was 14, my dad worked for the Young Automotive Group, and on Saturdays, I started washing cars. And even at a young age, I knew that I had a potential potential career. I love the environment. I love the people. The relationships, they go beyond just work hours. The people I work with have become family. As my children have started to work for the company, it's fun to watch these relationships that have been forged over years, how it helps catapult them as well.
BYU in command of the match and in command here in the early goings of set number 3 as they lead 7-4. As we welcome you back to Swenson Gym on the campus of Weber State University in Ogden, Utah. The Cougars serving, it is Ellie Mortensen, who has 10 kills off of 25 attacks on the night so far. Weber State trying to drum up something. That's Jada Tupea, but that is dug by Billiter. Here come the Wildcats again. Back row, Knighting, swung on. Ulalave with the dig. Here's Claire Little. That one dug by Knighting. Here comes Tupea, and Tupea doesn't quite get it over the net. It's going to be a point for BYU. Have to wipe up the floor on the BYU side as a few players went down onto the hardwood. Get that cleaned up, make sure no one slips, and we'll be set to go. Cougars hitting .333 for the match, in large part to Ellie Mortensen. And here she comes with the serve. Tupea with the pass. Back to Tupea. Big swing. Ulalave is there with the dig. Joust at the net. And Knighting going to get it over. Here come the Cougars. Back set on the slide. And that is strong. Kirsty Strong with a point for BYU. And the Cougars up 5 now, 9-4 here in the third set. Mortensen approaches, and here she comes. On the slide there for Weber State is Leanna Woodley. Point for the Wildcats. Victoria Marthaler checks in for Weber State. Jada Tupea serving. And a good serve got BYU out of sync off the pass. Short set, though, is blocked and dropped. It's a point for BYU. Kirsty Strong, the graduate, 6'3". Ball in her hands, and her team leading by 5. Set number 3, here she comes. Strong, over, and that is long. They're asking for a touch. And they got it. It's off of BYU. Marthaler for Weber State. Morgan Pratt in, 5'7" freshman from Mapleton, in to serve. And a good serve right at the net, dumping it over, and Tupea nearly digs it. But that was a great offensive play there by Alex Bauer, the freshman. And Bauer will be back to serve now. 11-6, 5-point lead for the Cougars of BYU. That one out, point for Weber State. A good hard swing that time by Victoria Marthaler. Ever steady Kate Payne, the setter, the senior, back to serve. for the Wildcats. Right in the hole. Beauty that time by Blakely Bobick. (12-7), 5-point lead for BYU. Brielle Miller now serving. Short set, and that works. That's Sine Munier off the BYU block. Gives the Wildcats a point. And here's Ashley Knighting. Kemavor with the carry. That's going to be a point for the Wildcats. Brielle Kemavor, 6'5", out of Bristow, Virginia. She's just a sophomore. Ashley Knighting approaches, takes a swing, and there it goes. Blocked at the net is Bobick. It's Tupea and Munier who put up a wall, and Weber State is within 2. Ellie Mortensen. Cross court set that time from Alex Bauer. Near perfect. And she gets the point for BYU. Hannah Billiter back to serve now. 3-point Cougar lead. Munier trying to dump it over. Mortensen again from that left side. Boy, she's been a problem for the Wildcats over there all night long. Timeout taken. We'll keep it right here at Swenson Gym. It is 14-10. BYU out in front. They lead 2-0 in the match and are leading this one 14-10. Weber State continues to struggle from the attack line, hitting .084 for the match. The Cougars hitting .326 for the match. And you talk about Ellie Mortensen. Claire Little leads BYU in kills. She has 8 on the night, hitting .250, but it's Ellie Mortensen's night right now. 12 kills on 24 attacks. She's hitting .296. She's got 1 assist, 2 aces, 5 digs, and has been responsible for 14 points for BYU. Pretty impressive stat line no matter how you look at it. Kirsty Strong has had a sensational night as well, hitting .538, 13 attacks, 8 kills. She has 1 ace and 2 digs, 5 blocks. And Strong responsible for 10.5 points for the BYU Cougars. Back to action we go, and it's Hannah Billiter. Wildcats trying to get some offense rolling. Munier's swing is dug, and coming in hot is Blakely Bobick. Scores a point for BYU. Back to a 5-point lead. Bilder's serve is wide, so side out for the Wildcats. It'll put Marley Pratt, the freshman, at the line. Good serves. The Cougs have trouble with the pass. Here comes Weber State, short set, and that's going to be right in there, and a beauty. A beauty set from Kate Payne to Liana Woodley. Weber State now closes the gap to 3. Marley Pratt still serving. Here come the Cougars. Mortensen, oh, that is dug by Kate Payne. Here comes Tupea. Tupea swings, and the Cougars handle it short set. Partially blocked at the net. Back to Tupea, and Tupea swings off of BYU, and a point for Weber State. And the Wildcats are now within 2, and Heather Olmstead wants to talk it over with her troops. The 19th ranked Cougars 5-3 coming in. Expected to dominate. I mean, you'd expect to win. They've beaten Weber State every time they've ever played in women's volleyball. But Weber State putting up a fight here at Swenson Gym. Take a look at some of the action as we go to the replay camera. Here's Jada Tupea with a hard swing, and that was right off of Blakely Bobick to get that last point to get Weber State within 2, 15-13. Mortensen with 12 kills, Little with 8, Bobick with 8, and Strong with 8. For Weber State, it's Munier and Tupea leading with 6 kills apiece. Liana Woodley has 5. Tupea and Munier each responsible for 7.5 points here in the match, but Weber State struggling on a hitting percentage, is hitting 103, as the Cougars hitting 326. Try to keep the rally going here. As Marley Pratt serves it, here comes the Cougars. Back set, and that's Bodley, dug nicely by BYU. And oh, that was hit hard and straight down. That's Claire Little. Bodley smashed one over, dug up nicely that time by Brielle Miller of the Cougars to get that offensive set going, and Little cleaned it up. Lilave serving. Here's Tupea. That's dug by Miller. And dropping right into the no man's land, if you will. That's Claire Little again. Or excuse me, that was Mortensen. Ellie Mortensen, who's played a whale of a game. Lene Woodley scores for Weber State. Wildcats within 3 now, 17-14. Mia Peterson, the redshirt junior, now serving. Good opportunity here for Weber State. Handled nicely by BYU. Wildcats handle it. Tupea sends it over. Here comes BYU. Mortensen smashes it through the block. Score for BYU. And Ellie Mortensen is just dominating in this game. She's back at the service line. Mortensen with 15 kills, responsible for 17 points here in the match, and here she's serving. Tupea with a serve. Tupea gets it back, and it's blocked, hangs on the net, and drops. Point for the Cougars. 19-14, a 5-point advantage here in set number 3. Both sets were won by the Cougars 25-20. Mortensen comes, and here comes Knighting with a good hard swing. Ululave digs. Little with the swing. Weber State going to get it to Tupea. She'll send it over. And the dump is dug up. Here comes Tupea. She'll swing. It's blocked. And that's another point for BYU. They lead by 6. Ellie Mortensen. Here she comes. Tupea, back set. Gonna drop. It is dug and a diving dig by Billiter. Weber State's into the net, and it is going to be a point for BYU. On the violation there was Leanna Woodley. 21-14. That one's stuffed right there by Kirsty Strong, and Claire Little trying to smack it through was Leanna Woodley. 22-14, the largest lead of any of the sets. 8-point BYU lead. Here comes Mortensen. Tupea gonna get it back. Sends it right through the block, and that was a great swing by Jada Tupea. (22-15). On the slide comes Kirsty Strong, number 22. 6'3" graduate, middle blocker. And puts BYU up 8. And Kirsty Strong will serve the St. Mary's transfer out of Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. Here she comes. That serve is long. Side out for Weber State. That will bring Morgan Pratt into the match to serve for the Wildcats. Oh, and what a dump over by the freshman, Alex Bauer, out of Nampa, Idaho. That was a sensational offensive play by her. She'll come out. It is match point for BYU. And on to serve for the Cougars is Kalia Thunstrom. And a Murrieta, California. Match point for BYU. She's a 5'10" senior, transfer from Utah State. And the serve is long. So Weber State lives to play another point. Kate Payne will have the ball in her hands to serve it up. Here come the Cougars. Little swing is long. Another point for Weber State. (24-18). Wildcats grasping on, trying to hold on. Here comes the Cougars. And that will do it, in a big swing that time by Claire Little. 25-18. BYU wins set number 3, and they win the match 3-0. The Cougars won sets 1 and 2, 25-20, and then set number 3, 20-18. So we look at some of the highlights. The back set there. good moments for Weber State. The block there by Tupea. Here comes BYU again, though, and pounding it through was Blakely Bobick. 15 kills for Mortensen, 10 for Little, 8 for Bobick. For Jada Tupea, she led the way for Weber State with 7 kills. A great 3 sets. Exciting volleyball, but the Cougars come out with the victory. We'll step aside and say so long from Swenson Gym.